Welcome back to the Top Notch Documentaries YouTube channel. This episode of the Serial Bank Robber series is going to be focused on the bandit dubbed the Sabbatical Bandit. I hope you enjoy. The Sabbatical Bandit was being looked into by the FBI for being the sole person responsible for Arizona bank robberies starting on November 30th of 2010. A 4-year break then led to the second robbery, taking place in June 2014. The similar style robberies had the FBI trying to nab the bandit, whose spree had many stumped because of his clear image. Many bank robbers make it out of the bank, but a 4-year break followed by a series of 5 robberies didn't make much sense. Nicknamed the Sabbatical Bandit because of the break between the robberies, the bandit must have had other things on his plate. With most people who commit these style crimes being desperate and seeking to fund an addiction, the bandit was the anomaly. Why this lack of activity during the robberies? Skipping years and not continuing? Was luck on his side? Described by the FBI as an armed and dangerous offender, the bandit was distinct and outwardly confident in his ability to avoid apprehension. A prime example of the bandit meeting the armed and dangerous criteria comes from a June 2014 robbery. He was quoted as saying, "I saw you press the button," referring to the teller's security button. He went on to tell the teller that if he could not get out of the bank, he'd come back and shoot him. The Sabbatical Bandit's MO involved targeting bank branches within grocery stores. He would bring a portfolio bag or binder which concealed a black revolver, always seeking some type of help or attempting to file a complaint. He used these ruses to get within reach of a teller and likely get them under his control. In one instance, the bandit wanted to file a complaint against a female bank teller. She responded by laughing, as this was well out of the ordinary and completely insane. She believed it to be a joke. "You think this is a joke?" he is quoted as saying, before following through with the robbery. Most of the time, upon reaching a teller counter, the bandit would place his binder on the counter and remove his revolver. He would speak to the teller, demanding $100 bills and money from the drawers. The bandit had clearly been successful in his approach. He had remained unconnected to his robberies for 5 years already. The only pieces of evidence that police had regarding the Sabbatical Bandit was bank surveillance of him, which I have to say appears relatively clear. It's strange that he wasn't identified earlier, just given his lack of disguise choice. They also had a vehicle description. On fleeing the bank branches, the bandit would occasionally be seen entering a maroon or black coloured sedan in the grocery store parking lots. Obviously, his spree having gone on for years underlined the fact that the evidence wasn't generating any solid information that would lead to his capture. Would the bandit ever be captured? Like with many serial bank bandits, only time would tell. It was August 24th of 2015 when 41-year-old Jamie Villa walked into the National Bank of Arizona in Chandler, Arizona. Wearing a baseball cap and shades, he was carrying a portfolio bag intended to carry bank documents. However, Villa didn't have any documents in the bag. He had a revolver. Villa wanted assistance to make a bank withdrawal, and on meeting a female bank teller, he removed a revolver and forced the teller to hand him over money, or else he'd shoot her. The teller had no other choice but to conform to Villa's demands. "Have a nice day," Villa was quoted as saying as he left the bank. Villa probably should have kept his mouth shut. The universe tends to have a funny way of screwing over those who put out that type of energy. Villa hopped into his purple Chrysler Sebring and fled the area. Law enforcement got the call about the robbery and was soon deploying an air unit to follow a suspect vehicle. It was being live streamed on the news. Villa's purple ride wasn't the smartest bank robbery escape vehicle, and it actually belonged to his brother. His brother was watching Villa in his own car in a live police chase. Police ended up pursuing him, with the car chase spanning a 25-mile distance. Villa sped along highways and entered residential neighbourhoods, desperate to escape. For some unknown reason, Villa apparently aimed his revolver at random people, one of these being a 9-year-old. But this behaviour soon escalated, with Villa letting off shots at the police. This shattered a police cruiser window, with the police officer inside returning fire. Villa soon bailed from his vehicle and hid by a movie theatre. Making the decision to watch Sinister 2 for $7.56, Villa was apparently in a hurry to get inside, but before he could get a seat, police cars rolled into the parking lot of the movie theatre. He was soon cornered and apprehended in the ticket line. Villa made the comment that, "You are going to hear a lot about me on the news. I'm not a murderer, I'm just a robber." He was holding on to the money from the robbery. Caught red-handed, the chase had come to a dramatic conclusion. The media were on scene to capture Jamie Villa's final moments of freedom. Villa had brazenly shot at police, but didn't engage violently once confronted at the AMC movie theatre in Tempe, Arizona. He looks as if he'd been crying as he's handcuffed, looking down at the ground. He must have known his fate. After all, he had shot at the police during a pursuit following a bank robbery. They were bound to lock him up and throw away the key. Villa was then linked to the bank robberies, dating back to 2010. He matched the suspect photo, and his car was likely the same exact suspect getaway car. The police helicopter had witnessed everything along with the police in the pursuit. Spike strips had been thrown on the roads as the chase escalated, and because this was close to rush hour, the danger to civilians was at an all-time high. Not to mention Villa flashing the revolver at random strangers. On December 7th of 2016, he was found guilty on 12 of the charges that he was facing, and then sentencing began on June 5th of the following year, 2017. Jamie Villa's hope for a good case outcome would be shattered. Deemed a dangerous offender, Villa was given 28 years for 2 attempted murders of police, a life sentence for the aggravated assaults of police, and 5 years for the unlawful flight charge. He was given 1 month for each bank robbery because he was already facing so much mandatory minimum time. The bulk of his time actually came from gun charges, not the robberies. In total, this came to more than 132 years and 6 months in Arizona prison. I highly doubt that Villa had any concern that he might have been apprehended when he made the "have a nice day" comment. One bad decision led to even more bad choices, with charges stacking up one by one as the chase progressed. One bad choice can escalate into a lifetime of regret. Villa had a girlfriend and 2 children. He was self-employed and performed both handyman and drywall work. His part-time bank robberies would clearly benefited him both financially and to give him some sort of adrenaline high. Still, to risk it all and end up losing your family as a direct result of your decisions must have been a serious loss for Villa and his children. This has been the serial bank robber case of the Sabbatical Bandit. As always, thank you for watching.